My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of our community. Today we are featuring the Upper Tampa Chamber of Commerce with Jerry Custon and all kinds of great guests, and we're going to be talking about food from Amicis in just a minute. Hi everyone, welcome back into My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of our community. Welcome for a great show today, especially when it comes to talking about food. Today happens to be the Upper Tampa. We have Jerry Custon, who is my co-host, as always.
Thank you very much, Barbara.
Yes, and you're going to be flipping over to Wednesdays starting in August.
Yep.
So you'll have to tune in for those shows, and we'll be posting it on Facebook as well. But I have to tell you, our first guest I recognized because not this past year, but the year before, I had some of the best tasting food at one of our 7 Chamber events. And so when I met them today, I thought, wait a minute, I know this name, and right away I'm thinking good tasting food. We have Michael Lamando and his chef Dina Lay. Welcome, and you had just handed me this beautiful, beautiful color brochure on your menus, and I am telling you, these shots of food, it represents exactly how it tastes like. So welcome to the show.
Thank you, Barb. I know Chef Dina's been working on that menu for probably about a year now altogether, and it just came out recently, so we're very excited about that.
That's awesome. You have a great little history that you were sharing just before we came out.
Yeah, I started, dishwashing like in 10th grade and went to, work in a restaurant, and I just kind of fell in love with it and lived close to the Culinary Institute of America where Chef Dina went to school. And as the chefs came down, I would learn and become passionate about food. So I had to figure out what I was going to do. So I went to Florida State for hotel restaurant management, and then 5 days after I graduated, I started a meat market in Delhi with a colleague. And after about 14 years, kind of phased that out and just focused on the cater. Now we have a 10,000 square foot facility in Oldsmar.
That is exciting. Now, something else that you were saying, which I think really creates a niche market for what you're doing, is all the you say it.
Ethnicities?
Yeah. Different ethnic foods. How's that?
Yes, we do a very diverse menu options for sure, which Dina could expound on.
Yes, I tried to come up with a menu, especially this time with our new menu that touches base on a little bit of everything, so people from all different cultures, all different dietary restrictions could find whatever they wanted on our menu. So you want to have a Hawaiian party, you can definitely find that. You want to have a Thai party, you can find that. Obviously, you can find an Italian party. Right. And then if you want to do Indian food, we have that. Jamaican food, I mean, really across the board, we can offer you a little bit of everything, or the whole country all in one package. So.
And so you can customize these.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's all totally customized.
Yeah.
So you were saying something about dietary. In what way? In what vein is your dietary?
So in our new menus, we actually have all of our gluten-free stuff denoted in here so that everybody could see that. And then I have a vegetarian and vegan section. And then we've done pescatarian as well. And then obviously if anybody has dairy restrictions or, any other kind of allergies, as long as they tell us, we can totally work around their needs, even if it's from using sanitary cutting board, obviously everything's sanitary, but, cutting boards that have never touched a peanut before, you know what I mean, like that kind of thing. Right. Everybody's dietary needs are different. Some people have severe allergies that they can't even
absolutely.
The knife can't even touch the same thing.
It's very important nowadays,
for
sure.
Yeah, so we cater to everybody's needs.
So don't you think this is like a huge niche for these guys?
Oh, man, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, because, I mean, you've really covered it all.
We tried.
And unless you know someone or unless you've had some sort of a food allergy, it can be a real nightmare.
Yeah.
I've never heard of pescatarian.
No, what's that?
It's a vegetarian that only eats fish as their only form of protein besides vegetarian proteins.
Oh,
Pescatarian.
You did something really creative, didn't you, recently with the fish?
Oh, at the Summer Splash.
At the Summer Splash in Palm Harbor?
We had a 7-chamber mixer. We did, of course, the beach theme, and within our theme, we had like 20 goldfish in 3 different bowls mixed in with all the, the different food displays of
Yep.
Chef
And
Dina's
beach
all new
chairs and
beach chairs
umbrellas and all kinds of shells.
surfboard,
and
food
seagrass.
served on
Oh,
a
yeah.
surfboard,
We did,
right? Yeah.
Yep. And towels hanging off the table. And
Now, did the two of you create all that, or do you have like
we
a
kind of put our
design?
heads together and kind of put.
love
And we
that.
had like
The
this big
design
pineapple
team.
tree with the fresh palm fronds with all garnished all the way up and stuff. So
They won the best display as well as the best food.
I guess so.
yeah,
I
it was
guess.
great. It was a lot of fun.
It
We're
was. We
very
had a great
passionate
time.
about what we do, and
Oh, it's very clear.
And
We
everybody that
actually
works
like
at
it.
Amici's really is.
Yeah.
I mean, some of our servers have been with us for like 20 years now.
Right.
It's like a big family.
How long have you been in business?
Since
33.
1983, 33 years.
No wonder you guys are successful. You've carved out a niche for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're a member of this fabulous chamber with Upper
Oh,
Tampa.
what a great chamber. That's
Now,
for
how long have you
sure.
been a member?
I moved over to Oldsmar in 1997 and quickly became a member, and it just helped my business like so much, just to get out there and exposure and just great connections. And we worked, the Oktoberfest with the chamber way back when, did that for several years, and we just loved the chamber. We couldn't speak highly enough about the chamber. It's amazing.
They're a rockin' chamber.
Oh, they are.
They don't let grass grow under their feet. I mean,
best. They're the best,
from
for
zip
sure.
lining to goodness. And Oldsmar days, and
Oldsmar
oh
Days,
my
and we got that
goodness.
coming up.
Yeah.
And this weekend we got, the Tampa Bay Downs only does racing 2 days during the summer. That'll be this Thursday and Friday. So we have a event coming up, Summer Music Festival this Friday with Soul Circus Cowboys and the Black Honkies.
How about that?
At home, yeah.
You get a lot of the really good groups around
Oh,
here and
yeah.
everything.
Yeah,
and
we do.
You just make things happen, and I think that's wonderful. Well, I live kind of like in between Newport Richey and Oldsmar. I'm right there in Tarpon Springs in Pinellas County.
Yeah.
But there's things in Oldsmar that I've gravitated to, like I told you before, with the
Right.
festivities down there on Oldsmar days, and with the 50s and all
There's so
the
much going
it's
on.
just crazy
Oh, yeah,
fun
there's
stuff.
always things
There's
going
always a
on there.
party in Oldsmar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
We
I know.
love that.
Yep.
So, what you guys have something special coming up? I mean, I know you just finished really well
Well,
with
I mean,
this
we
one.
always have a lot
We
of
always
things
have
What
special.
else-
It seems
what's
like
going
there's
on at
always
Amici's?
something. Well, recently we just started this thing we call Date Night at Amici's. It's held on the second Thursday of every month
Oh.
from 6 to 9, where interested brides that haven't chosen a caterer yet can come in, and we have all different kinds of hors d'oeuvres and action stations and drinks
And also some of our corporations that use us
right, yeah,
on large
they're
scale.
welcome as well.
Yeah.
They just we invite like certain corporations out each month. They
Right,
come
and
by.
we have a DJ, and we have the lighting all done, so you really feel like you're at a party, and our servers are all there working, and we have different action stations set up, so you actually feel like you're at somebody's wedding, but on a smaller scale.
Now, where is this?
It's
When
at
is
Part of our
it?
facility, and it's the second Thursday of every month.
We should come down there and stream that.
We can do
Yeah,
it.
sure.
We should come down there.
That'd be
yeah.
great, Barb.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be really, really awesome, because that way you can get your information out to the public like you're seeing right now.
Right,
Because you like the best kept secret.
Yeah, we opened the whole kitchen up, in the dishwasher room in the warehouse, so people
that
can
people
walk
can
through, and
see
there's
what's
vendors all throughout, and total transparency. We just love to show off our kitchen because.
And also now that we have this new menu, we really wanted people to see what we had to offer, and it's a huge menu. So if a
it's
bride
beautiful.
is looking at it, they're it might be a little overwhelming. So
Right.
we want them to say, "Oh, I tasted this thing at the date night. That's what I want on my menu." Or do you have something
Right.
similar to this? So we give a large variety of the options.
Now, is there some sort of a fee to come to this?
No, you just have to make a reservation.
That's all.
Really? That's wonderful, because then you get a chance to see exactly what you're
Well, then the other
tasting.
thing, I didn't know you
Exactly.
went out in the warehouse because I haven't been in one of those, but you go in the warehouse, you can see all the stuff that Mike uses to decorate too.
Yeah.
Right, all the
So not only you get a
props
feel
and-
for all the, all the great food and all the great atmosphere he creates, but then you can see all the stuff that he has available to create that atmosphere.
That's correct.
Reindeer, like right out of like.
Oh, yeah.
Big monsters for Halloween and
Oh yeah, we've
It's
got
great.
a lot
beach
of props.
themes and all kinds of
Wow.
props.
I can tell that you're really passionate about what you're doing, and no wonder you won the award this last couple of weeks
thanks,
here.
Barb.
You know,
Yeah, I got a great
you can
team.
always tell when somebody's passion is there, because you go all out. You go above and beyond, you go the extra mile, and it pays off eventually.
And that's
Yeah.
what makes it so much fun, You just kind of push yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
It's
keep pushing.
it's called just stretch, just a
Right,
little
right,
bit more.
yeah.
What can we do next year, right?
We love that.
Oh, that's fabulous. So I have to tell you, if you're thinking about having a wedding, a special event, And if you're wanting ethnic foods of all sorts, including dietary, I mean gluten-free, this is amazing. You have to get a hold of these guys. It's Michael Mondo
Yeah, Michael
and
Mondo.
Dina Lay, who is Chef Dina, and it sounds like they have a great partnership with putting together some amazing foods. If you could just take a look at this, I am salivating. I promise you that. I want to thank you guys for joining us today. We'll have to have you come back. Maybe we'll have you cater here.
Yeah, bring some
They
food up next
They have a
time,
great
right?
website too, so Amici's Cater Cuisine, right?
Yeah,
And you can
amici'scatering.com.
pull the menus right up on
Catering.com.
there.
Right.
Oh, can you pull the same one
Oh,
up
yeah.
there?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect, perfect.
I just
And-
want to make sure you got the website in there.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's true. Yeah,
And
exactly.
it's the second Thursday
Yeah,
for
but-
date night.
Yeah, and if they call the office or go online, they can inquire about it and talk to our salespeople and make
talk to our
reservations.
People, yep.
That's really, that is so smart to do, because that way people can get a chance to really see, like you're saying, about the
bet.
decorations and the quality and everything, and just your
And where their
overall
food is being
presence.
prepared.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And then once a year we throw a big open house in January, with the chamber.
Uh-huh.
And it's just like a big party. We have 500-600 people there with entertainment and all kinds of food.
We need to be at that
throughout
one.
the- Yeah,
We need to be at that one.
That one's so big, that one's so big he
Right.
can't hold it in his place.
Okay.
It's in his
Well,
parking lot. We get that.
that's
big.
awesome. Well, thanks, guys.
Well, thank you.
We'll see you
Barb.
next
Really
time.
appreciate it. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Stick around. We'll be right back. More right here on My Chamber TV.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just one or two options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex. Short-term, long-term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
Walk through life. Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let it take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way? 'Cause every day is a new day. And everything's going your way. And you wanna make it last forever. We'll keep it together, 'cause it keeps getting better. Whoa, whoa.
Enjoy tranquil seclusion in an eco-lover's paradise. Paddling through the mangroves where the only sounds you'll hear are the sounds of nature. Because you deserve to relax on vacation, visit Pasco County, Florida.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back into My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of our community. I'm Barbara Barville Kelly. With me is Jerry Custon from Upper I'm saying Upper Tampa, coming to us with a really great show as always. And I am really excited to introduce Mr. James Poulter from Chichi Rodriguez Golf Club. And I can't wait to hear all about that because you guys have been around a long, long time.
We have. The foundation actually started in 1979. Originally down in downtown Clearwater on Court Street. And the facility that we're at right now over on McMullen Booth has been operational since 1989. So,
wow.
A great organization.
Just tell everybody, in case they're tuning in for the first time, exactly what you're doing over there and what the school is.
It's very unique. We're actually a nonprofit. We operate a public golf course and a driving range. But the most unique part about it is we have a school on site in partnership with the Pinellas County School System for academically at-risk kids. So there's just under 100 kids that go to school there every day. It's an elementary and a middle school, 4th through 8th grade, and it's a great program. Our goal is to get the kids back on track and get them to graduate high school.
That is fabulous.
Yeah.
So you're keeping them busy and motivated and active. And
yeah, and we use the golf course as a living classroom. Each week the kids will take time and come and shadow with us, and every department head is responsible for showing the kids what we do on a daily basis. So they'll get to work in the pro shop, they'll get to work in the cart barn, they'll work in accounting, they'll work in fundraising. So they get to feel for a real true day-to-day business.
They're actually getting a feel for the community as well, especially if you have them involved with fundraising. And now, what are the age groups again?
It's an elementary school and a middle school, so it's a 4th through 8th grade.
And those are kids at risk, aren't they?
Yeah, and they're academically at risk, so they're performing below grade level. So we work with them, the teachers work with them more on a one-on-one basis than you would typically find in the mainstream education in Pinellas County.
Wow, I'm so glad to hear about this.
It's very unique.
James, you get one of greens too, or greenskeeping? Or
Yes,
yeah, okay.
So they work with our superintendent. We have gardens where they'll learn to grow different vegetables. We have a butterfly garden, and depending on the time of year, they'll grow different fruits and vegetables in the garden as well.
Hands-on is great.
Hands-on.
Oh,
great.
yeah, it really is. And like I say, you've been around for so many years that you've really carved your brand right in that neighborhood there. When I saw our guest, I thought, oh, I know these people. They're doing really good in the community. Now, you say you've been with the Chamber for how long?
We've been with the Chamber now. We've been working them for probably about 6 or 7 years now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And what have you noticed with working with the Chamber?
It's been a great relationship. They've helped us get awareness out within the community. I always remember when we went to one of the first orientations, I think it was Jerry that was leading the orientation, was, ABC, always by Chamber. So that's one of the things that we try and do, support each other, other members within the Chamber. So
that's
a great
really
program.
Great. That's awesome. So what are some of your big events that are coming up? Anything in the near future?
Yeah, well, we have summer camps going on right now.
Okay.
It's open to the community, so we're also part of the First Tee program, so we teach golf and life skills through the game of golf. So right now we're in summer camp programs. It's a weekly program. You can sign up each week. So that's going on right now. The kids are having a great time. We have 40 kids out there right now learning how to play golf. It's pretty unique and cool.
Yeah.
What age group's that for, James?
It's open for 5 to 14-year-olds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So,
wow is right.
Yeah,
and isn't that a good time to get them started, right?
Yeah, and it's a Monday through Thursday program from 8 until noon. So it's a very
And do
good
they
program.
come all day? Are they there all day?
No, they just come in the mornings. We've learned over the years that dealing with the afternoons and the storms and the showers, it kind of gets in the way a little bit. So we've found that the best program works in the morning for us. Kids have a great time, though.
Yeah. So getting back to the at-risk kids, how do they come to you? How do you find them?
So,
how can somebody get involved with this?
Yeah, so we work with the Pinellas County School System, so we get referrals from local guidance counselors within the school system. So we're based, located on McMullen Booth Road, just north of Countryside High School, and we partner with the school system. So we can transport kids as far north as Tarpon Springs and as far south as Largo up to Chi-Chi's. So if there are any kids within that area and they're in 3rd grade, struggling within 3rd grade, I'd recommend the parents talk to the guidance counselor at their school,
Right.
and mention Chi-Chi's and say, is it a possibility that they would be eligible to come there? It's a free program, and like I say, it's a partnership with the Pinellas County School System.
That's really fabulous. Do you have a waiting list?
So we recruit constantly. So there are no waiting lists right now, but we are actively recruiting for all of those grade levels, 4th through 8th grade.
And
So-
have you ever met Chi-Chi?
No.
Okay. Well, you know, the Chi-Chi Rodriguez Foundation is obviously named after him, but he's a hands-on guy. So why don't you tell a little bit about Chi-Chi as a person?
He is a great guy.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Every year we have a big fundraiser. It's actually coming up this year, November 13th and 14th. Chi-Chi hosts the event, and he'll be in town for it. And it's just a great time. He spends time with the kids. He has breakfast with the kids. He kind of gives them a little motivational speech. He just enjoys being around the kids and helping them out.
That's wonderful.
And like I say, the event in November is a bigger fundraiser for us, too.
Wow. That's exciting.
He's a great family guy. He always comes with his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just really a nice man.
Yeah,
So-
you've been to the dinner before, right, Jerry? Mm-hmm. Yep.
It sounds like he put this in as part of his passion for giving back to the
Yes.
community as well.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And do you have a high percentage of the kids turning around with their grades and everything?
Yes, we do. Yeah, our graduation rate is very good. It's over 88% for a graduation rate, which is
Nice.
good. And you know, we're an A-rated school within the alternative education system. It's the highest grade that you can get as far as the ratings with the school. So, you know, we do very well there.
That's fabulous.
Yeah.
That's really good. Well, you know, when you stop and think about these kids that are at risk, what happens if they don't get involved? It's really kind of pathetic.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so proud to do these shows to raise the awareness and have people like Jerry come and give us a nice list of guests that can come on and talk about and get the exposure out to you guys to let you know where you can go if you have, you know what I notice here? A lot of grandparents that are raising their children. So if you're a grandparent or if you're a parent that has a child that is at risk or you know someone, please get a hold of these guys because it might be something could just be a game changer for the whole family.
Yeah, we're raising two.
Are you?
Yeah.
Bless your heart. How
12
are they?
12 years old and 7 years old.
12 and 7. See
And
what
it
I'm
doesn't
saying?
just have to be with the school. You know, the
Right.
beauty of it is with golf as well.
Sure.
You know, it's a great vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
To teach life skills as well as a good sporting activity, being outside and being healthy.
Well, the one thing about golf that I will say, I'm not a golfer.
Right.
But we're right on the golf course. And I hear what goes on back there when they get stressed out.
Oh, wow.
So,
It's not pretty, is it?
so I'm thinking golf, at-risk kids, well, that's going to have to teach them some serious patience,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's one of the core values.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's what the First Tee does. The First Tee is a wonderful program to do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's very good. Well, we're going to definitely have to have you come back and talk about the events coming up and any fundraisers, anything we can do to raise the awareness out there in the neighborhood here in Pinellas, and I think it's fabulous.
You know, we talk a lot about what to, particularly when we talk about the manufacturers, whatever, what the businesses need.
Sure.
The first thing they need is what I call attitudinal skills. They need a work ethic. They need people who can work as part of a team and will work with each other and not do with their fingers. And they need it with a willingness, capacity to learn. That's what this school does.
Getting back to basics.
This school gets back to those basics of attitude, teamwork, desire.
You know,
Okay.
I'm glad that you mentioned that because I am always trying to raise that awareness.
Right.
I had an interview, and I won't say who it was, but it was the owner of a big car dealership.
Right.
And I was asking about the successes and everything, and this was like before the show, and I said, well, what kind of challenges have you had? You've been in business for a long time. He says, today, the challenge is trying to find people that have good old-fashioned work ethics.
Sure.
That's it.
And I tell you, the texting and all that, don't even get me started with that
Yep.
stuff. But, I mean, it's good, but,
That's where these guys excel.
Yeah.
That's where the
and
school
we always,
excels.
as the kids get older, we always look to keep them engaged within the organization as well. Once they've left school, they're always more than welcome to come back. They can play for free golf as long as they're continuing their education. And if they're looking for part-time jobs, you know, we always try and find a spot for them as well.
Isn't that great? Do you ever have any that decide to go become a professional golfer?
We haven't had anybody play on the PGA Tour, but we have had guys that have done long drive contests and been in the finals for World Long Drive contests, and have been great local golfers as well.
That's fabulous. And how long have you personally been with them?
I've been with the foundation since 2003. I actually
okay.
started out as a volunteer there, working with the kids in the after-school program, helping with homework, being a good role model and mentor, and taking them out on the golf course. And I've been there ever since. It's a great place.
That must give you a lot of self-satisfaction.
Yeah, it is. It's
Well,
a great
good for you.
organization.
I
Yeah.
think that's great.
Yep, great program.
Well, I'll tell you, I could sit and talk to you all day about this, so we'll definitely have you back. But we do have a commercial break coming up, and we're going to go ahead and take that. We have 2 more segments here with the Upper Tampa, and we're going to be actually in the last segment. We have a couple of 16-year-old kids that are mentoring, and I congratulated them for
Did you?
taking that step. And we'll talk about that here in just a little bit. But stay with us. Don't go anywhere. Get your favorite beverage on. We'll be right back after this right here on My Chamber TV.
Enjoy tranquil seclusion in an eco-lover's paradise. Paddling through the mangroves where the only sounds you'll hear are the sounds of nature. Because you deserve to relax on vacation, visit Pasco County, Florida.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just 1 or 2 options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex, short-term, long-term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
Hi, everyone. Welcome into My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of our community. I'm Barbara Marville Kelly. Thanks for joining us. We happen to have Upper Tampa Chamber of Commerce with Jerry Custon and a great list of guests, as always. Something for everyone out there, and that's why I love doing these shows, because we raise the awareness for you. Something that I think is important to raise the awareness is finances. Not my favorite subject, but I know that there's definitely a place for somebody like Manny Sesmelis. Welcome. And you have your own company, which is Sesmelis Wealth Management.
That's correct.
So you're out there managing everyone's wealth.
That's correct. I went independent about a year and a half ago. I left one of the big banks and started my own firm, and it's been one of the best things I've ever done in my life as far as my career goes. I'm able to offer truly unbiased advice for my clients and spend more time with them and do more one-on-one appointments and client events. I work for myself. I'm responsible only to my clients, and life is good.
And at the end of the day, you look at yourself in the mirror and go, did I do well? And that's the only one you have to answer to. That's fabulous.
And that's correct. Thank you.
Yeah. So now you've been a member of the Chamber.
I'm a new member.
She's a new member.
You're
brand new.
Brand new.
Brand new.
Oh.
And this is how they break me in.
Is that what you did?
That's what
He
I
said,
did.
okay, come on, you're going with me on the show.
Well, you keep telling me, bring a new member.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Well, Jerry and I bonded right off the bat because we're both veterans, and we had a nice, probably 20, 30-minute conversation about our
well,
service
thank you for
time,
your
so.
services. We really appreciate that.
I check them out, make sure they can talk for you.
Right.
I think you do pretty darn
There you
well.
go.
Yeah. Oh, that's fabulous. So what made you go into finance, seriously?
I had a degree in economics out of college, and I got my licenses out of college, and I actually started doing this for about a year, and I decided to go in the Navy after that, got out and came back in.
And so here you are. Have you always been from Florida?
I was born in Youngstown, Ohio, but I've lived in Florida my whole life since I was 4.
Okay.
Besides being in the Navy, traveling around, but I'm a Florida guy.
Okay. So what is a little bit different about yours, or a lot different about your company, seeing that you went out on your own? Did you find that you would have obviously more control if you had your own business and do things maybe a little bit differently, stepping out of the box as to where you could?
Yes, and that's a great question. The main thing that turned me on to being independent and working for myself is that I am truly unbiased when I meet with my clients, and when I set up their portfolios and make a financial plan for them, I'm doing what is best for the clients. I don't have to go to meetings to discuss corporate politics. All my meetings are with my clients and my assistant. I have a great assistant. Her name is Lauren Longo. She does all the work. I do all the talking and the financial plans, and we've been working together for about 4 years, and we make a great team, and we are dedicated to our clients. And one of the things we say is that we're not your father's financial firm.
Oh,
we are different because we spend time with them.
That's a great statement. Yeah,
Thank you.
because I think sometimes we get kind of like stuck with this impression of the typical, and it seems like today businesses really are stepping out of the box to really add more successes to their businesses.
Well, one thing we say in the Chamber, and I think Manny was just saying that very well, you know, when I tell the Chamber all the stuff we get into, you boil it down, it's all about one word, and that word's relationships.
Yes, it is.
Okay, and I think what Manny's saying is he tries to have an individual relationship with each one of his customers, knows what they need, knows what they want, knows what their goals are, and you do the matching.
That's absolutely correct.
Right.
Yeah. Well said.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And too, I mean, the degree of satisfaction to be able to help people with their finances and everything. You know, we weren't born or grow up with a handbook with that kind of thing. And many people get themselves into financial trouble, if not hardships, by making the wrong decisions.
And most of it is emotion driven. And we could look back at the events over the last few days, and the market's done some strange things. It's been very volatile. Most people, their first reaction is, let's get out and do something irrational. My job as their advisor, or I would even say I'm a coach, I keep them in their plan, and we follow the plan, and in the long run, it works out.
How do you kind of stave that off?
Communication. It's an open. We have continuous communication, and we have a financial plan in place. It's not a random throwing of investments. So we have a plan in place, and we stick to it. And you know, we use numbers to support our plan, and it works.
That really says a lot. And when did you go out on your own with your own business?
November 28th of 2014. So I can.
2014.
But who's counting?
Right.
Who's
Exactly.
counting, right? And a new
Exactly.
member with the chamber. When did you just join?
No, but a couple
month
months
and a
ago.
half.
Yeah, about a month and a half.
I had
Yeah.
a friend of mine that's in the chamber, and she invited me, and I'm glad I joined.
Good, good.
Looking forward to all these events.
Oh, they are something else. They really are.
We keep busy.
So
I mean,
I've heard.
there's got to be something every day, several things almost every day going on down there.
Yeah, and there's something big this weekend, right? There's the at the track.
Yeah, we got that festival at the track. The track will be open Saturday and Sunday for racing, and then, Thursday and Friday, and then after the Friday, we're going to after that clears off, we're bringing a stage on the track, and going to have a couple bands there, Black Honkies and Soul Circus Cowboys.
Good times.
And
Yeah.
I know, and they have
Yeah.
great bands.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. So that's going to be exciting.
Sounds like it.
And so you have quite a future to look out for with the chamber, and
That's right.
probably a lot of added business too, because I love the fact that it's one commonality that I am hearing from all the chambers is building relationships. It's really getting back to that.
Right.
That's right.
The basics, getting back to basics, getting back to really building relationships with that famous phrase with people that you know, like, and trust.
Yep.
And so when you get engaged, when you join the chamber, when you watch My Chamber TV, you get a chance to meet these great people. And Jerry, who brings them on board to talk about all the fabulous things that's going on down there. So that's awesome.
Yeah, it's if it's not about truth and integrity, then we're doing the wrong thing.
I know. How long
That's-
have you been with the chamber?
About 15 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, that's dedication,
Yeah.
right?
Well, that's after my 30 years in the military.
Oh, God bless you.
You're very loyal.
I tell you. So can you give us some financial tips? Just a couple of little I don't know, little tidbits.
Absolutely. Find a good advisor, get a good plan, and stick with the plan.
Hey, now you can't get any better than that.
Common sense.
Yeah, that is common sense.
Like Manny and I we're talking here with Brexit and things of that nature.
Yeah.
That's presented some challenges.
I know.
But what's the other side of every challenge?
Right,
Opportunity.
right.
Yes.
Opportunity.
Yes.
Exactly.
So every challenge is an opportunity on the other side, and that's what the plan is for.
That's right.
You know, as military guys, we know one thing: plans are useless. Planning is essential.
That's right.
Planning is essential.
Very good.
You got to understand that.
Yeah, yeah,
But the
exactly.
plans themselves are useless because there's so many uncontrolled variables out there. But it's in doing that planning and understanding where you respond and why you respond.
Right.
Okay, that's what's critical about the planning process.
That's exciting to be able to. I could sit and the first time I talked to Jerry, this is the truth. We were on the phone for about an hour and a half.
Here we were.
I mean, we were just talking about a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We just really connected, and here we are.
Yeah.
Oh, months and months and months later. And
Yeah, since
all that.
January.
It is. It is definitely working. So did you give any hesitation to come on the show today when you joined?
We were supposed to do it last month when we first joined, but we had a scheduling conflict with my kids at school. So I'm here now, and I'm glad I'm here. And,
Good.
You know, I have a website. If anybody wants to go on the website, it's on the chamber.
Okay. And what is that?
It's smelliswealthmanagement.com. And
Awesome.
right now we're running a few. We have a few projects in the office. 2 campaigns over the summer. The first one is we are focusing on women investors. So we have a seminar next week. It's a luncheon at Mama Maria's in Tarpon Springs, and people are more than welcome to. They can go on my website and RSVP.
Oh, good.
And we're going to have something monthly geared towards women investors. And the second thing we're doing is we're having since we focus on business owners and retirees, it's summer, people are traveling. Get me the best picture of my coffee mug. Come to my office and grab a coffee mug, to Smellis Wealth Management coffee mug. Get a nice picture somewhere on vacation or whatever you're doing. We're going to have a panel to vote for the best picture, and the winner will get a nice gift card.
Oh, how
Restaurant of
fun!
your choice, so.
That's fun. That's
So we're
being
different.
creative.
We are
and
different.
It gets you so. That's what I love. I love stepping out of the box, and that gives you free advertising. Nice. We got a little method in the madness here, I guess, right?
Yeah, well,
That's awesome.
a lot of madness here.
That is really awesome. It's so
you.
great to meet you. This
Likewise.
is good. I love
Glad
having
I'm
new
here.
members on too, because it gives you an opportunity to see a little bit of extra leverage that that this chamber has to come on board, because we only have limited time slots to be able to,
That's right.
offer the chambers. And this is a great way where you can go ahead and let people see the show and talk about what's, coming up in your world of finance. And I'm
Right.
sure you're having some volatile times this week, but
It's always an adventure, but we
it keeps
enjoy
your-
what we do.
keeps the brain cells going.
That's true. That's true. And I appreciate the opportunity, and thank you for inviting me, Jerry, to
Oh, that's
come on
great.
the show. And
Yeah.
I've enjoyed my time here. So.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, we'll look for the pictures of those coffee mugs.
Shame we couldn't talk
Come get
Lauren.
one.
There you go.
Shame we couldn't talk Lauren into it.
If I'm nervous, I can imagine how nervous she would be.
Exactly.
So,
Is that your partner?
she's my business partner, yes.
Oh,
She's
you'll have to
my
bring her
assistant.
the next time. We'll
Absolutely.
have fun. Exactly. Well, we do have a commercial break coming up here. We have a very interesting couple of kids coming up in this last
All right.
segment. Did you
I'll tell you what.
had a chance to be in the green room with them?
They're very good kids.
Yeah, they're just so laid back and just doing their thing and
Very calm and
ready to
cool.
come out. Yeah, at 16.
Yeah.
I was a nervous wreck at 16.
I can, yes.
I know. So they're going to be coming out and talking about mentoring with the chamber. I don't know how.
Actually, they're doing internships, yeah.
Or internship. How did you get them involved? I mean, 16-year-olds. Did
Well,
you
we'll
get
tell
the
you-
hook?
Yeah, we'll tell you the story in a minute. It was an interesting story.
Okay. Well, we're going to take that break, and I want to thank you for joining us. And
Thank
if you
you.
would like to get a hold of Manny, Manny T is
Manny T.
your nickname,
Manny T.
and you can call him at 727-934-2222 or go to his website. Says MellisWealthManagement.com. That has such a beautiful ring to it. I see gold everywhere.
Thank you. Appreciate
Thanks
that.
a lot, Manny.
Thank you.
We'll be right
Had
back.
a great time.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just one or two options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex. Short-term, long-term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
Walk through life. Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let it take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way? 'Cause every day is a new day. And everything's going your way. And you wanna make it last forever. We'll keep it together, 'cause it keeps getting better. Whoa, whoa.
Enjoy tranquil seclusion in an eco-lover's paradise. Paddling through the mangroves where the only sounds you'll hear are the sounds of nature. Because you deserve to relax on vacation Visit Pasco County, Florida.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back into My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of our community. I'm Barbara Marvel Kelly, and with me is Jerry Custon with the Upper Tampa Chamber of Commerce. A very great show, as always. But this last segment really warms my heart because we have two teenagers that have joined the chamber. We have Donovan Tompkins and Kendall Tolliver. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you.
It's great to have you guys with us. I want you to tell me how you managed to get two 16-year-olds talked into coming to a chamber thingy.
Well, what happened was we formed a new marketing committee, and the chairman of our marketing committee, or chairwoman, is Margot Flynn. She's the vice president of marketing and public relations at Tampa Bay Downs, and she wants us. She wants the chamber to basically go up a level or two in our use of social media, particularly Twitter. And we have three guys in our chamber that we say, Twitter what? And but she asked us at the end of the school year. So I started going into the schools, and they said, well, yeah, we'll do that, but we'll do it next fall. We're, you know, we can't access the students right now. And I'm thinking, okay, how are we going to do this? Now, former city council person, Linda Norris, she happened to come, and Donovan's down here. Donovan lived down here, but he lives up in Pennsylvania right now. So he's back visiting with Linda, and Linda says, and she didn't even know about this. She came to me to say, Donovan's coming down, loves photography, loves marketing, loves this social media stuff, and we have Nielsen in town, so could you get him to meet somebody over at Nielsen? And this is about 2 days after I got that, and I said, well, I don't know about Nielsen, but I can get her to meet the vice president of the public relations and marketing of the Tampa Bay Downs for this project that we have. And she said, well, that would be great. And about the same time, I'm on email doing something with Bright House. And my buddy at Bright House, he didn't even know about it, but we were going back and forth on something. He says, you know, you guys do a lot with kids and everything, don't you? He said, yeah. And this was within hours of this, okay? He said, I have a friend up there in West Chase that has a daughter in Sickles High School, and she wants to go to marketing at Columbia University. Could you do something for that? And all of a sudden, I had two interns within hours.
See that? It was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
So when you're talking about Twitter and everything, I would think that these guys have a little bit of experience with all this social media stuff. When did you guys start getting involved with that? I'm just curious. I've got a two-year-old grandson on the iPad right now.
Absolutely.
I mean, just through friends in school and stuff like that, getting into social media. And then also I do a lot of photography stuff, so I started getting on Instagram and spreading my stuff out there. So just really past couple years, you know, and then just learning. And yeah, I thought marketing was interesting.
Letting it come kind of natural to you?
Yeah.
How about you?
Same thing. I've been using social media for about 3 or 4 years now, and I'm into photography as well. So I'm just kind of spreading it through like Tumblr and Instagram and those.
So what are your favorites that you get involved with? Do we know what they're talking about? I'm just messing.
But we had lunch today, and I learned about Twitter, I'll tell you that.
I still don't get Twitter. I shouldn't say that, but I don't.
Yeah.
There's some that I get better. Maybe it's just the way my brain works or whatever. So what are some of your favorites?
My favorite is Instagram, because again, I like photography, so, and that's just mainly pictures and video, so
Okay.
so that's what I usually get into the most.
Instagram. So do you just do social stuff, you know, with your friends and things like that? Just playing around and everything? But that's what gives you the experience, right?
Yeah.
And then you have all that for like the real deal business stuff.
Yeah.
How about you?
I really like Twitter. It like helps you interact with your followers and the people that you're following. So
Is there like a tip each of you could give us on how us boomers can learn fast, right?
Using tags and like tagging your friends. Like if you took a picture, like if you had a meeting or something, you can tag your friends into them, and then they'll see the picture, and then they
It'll
can
go
spread
from
it.
there.
Yeah.
You know what? I can do that. I just want you to know. I can do that.
They were talking today that tag is the tag's a pretty interesting thing.
Right.
And you should use common words that'll be there because a lot of people use them, and then you get your tag used. There's some people that use tags that are very clever, and you lose them, but they'll be one of a kind. So they won't necessarily pick up as many followers. So it's like the search optimization type thing.
Yeah. So like I'm on vacation now. I could be like a lot of times you'll see, if you're on the beach, you take a picture of the beach and be like hashtag vacation. Whoever searches that up, they'll see my picture. So that can help you spread to other people.
Okay, so that hashtag thing is a whole new. When I first heard that,
it's
that's the
incredible.
old pound sign,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So now it's hashtag.
Yeah, exactly.
A hashtag, is that the elite way of connecting with getting whatever message out there? Is that the
It's
idea?
part of it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm learning that. My nieces are doing that. Pretty soon my grandson will as well. How about you, Kendall?
Definitely using the hashtags. It like gets your pictures and your tweets active and trending, and people get to, like you said, see your work, and I think that's important.
Yeah, you never know how you can get discovered with some, appreciation. I mean, it happens all the time out there, really.
And talk about your internships a little bit. Remember a show or two ago we talked about Oldsmar with all different sports?
Yes, I do.
There's another thing, you know what GoPro is?
No.
The GoPro camera. We'll get Kendall to tell you about that in a minute. But what we're going to do is, and we'll be talking to Miss Flynn tomorrow, trying to set a schedule for them. As a matter of fact, after lunch today, our chamber president had Donovan out there taking, he had some still photography, so we're already posting that today. But what they're going to be doing is they're going to be out basically using this GoPro video of various things that we want to promote about the Oldsmar and the region, particularly the sports stuff, the Tampa Bay Downs, the Skating Academy, the BMX, the Little League, the Empower, the zip line, our parks and trails and things of that nature. So they're going to wind up putting together a whole piece for us, both with video as well as still photography.
That is so cool.
And doing that, and we're going to let them, plan it all and execute it. I told them, I said, we're going to wind up learning more from them than they are from us.
Absolutely. We only have 3 minutes left, but what I did want to say, I congratulated them before the show today because they are a forward thinker and they are coming on board to learn, and we're learning as well, so we're bridging these generations. So what is the deal with the GoPro?
It's basically a small camera that you can use. It's mostly used for sports, and you can take it with you while you're actually doing the sport. So instead of someone on the sidelines taking pictures, taking videos, you actually kind of feel like you're in it.
So it's obviously different than your phone. It has different features with it.
Yeah, like if you're riding a bike, there's usually a suction cup you can get, so you can mount it on your helmet. So like you get the point of view. So you get my point of view, kind of.
I love that.
Yeah, so you feel more immersed into the activities.
I love that.
Now Donovan has one too, but since he's visiting, we told him bring your still camera because we knew that Kendall had a GoPro and the Downs has a GoPro, so Kendall's going to do the 35 millimeter side of things. I mean, Donovan's going to do the 35 millimeter side of things.
That's exciting. Now you live here, right? So you know what? We need to get these kids pictures and everything. So for our next show,
we'll get them.
Yeah, and we'll get you some exposure. What do you think of our chamber show?
It looks pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
They like your background.
Yeah, it looks a lot different in person.
Yeah, we'll just step right out into the park after the show. How's that? Well, I have to say congratulations for your efforts.
Thank you.
And when do we graduate here, you guys?
I'm becoming a senior this year.
Yeah.
So
okay. So
I'll be
you've got a little
graduating
ways.
next year.
What school do you go to locally?
I go to Sickles, and I'm an incoming junior, so I graduate 2018.
Wow, this is so fun. I just love to see the youth getting involved with things like this, getting involved in the community and the Chamber of Commerce. That is a big deal. And I will let you know that all the chambers have the young and upcoming professionals in different age groups, and I think that's how we can learn from one another. I mean, look what you've learned from these kids. I've learned already just in our segment here today. So I wish both of you well and lots of fun with your talents and just keep on trucking and keep on teaching us.
Ivy League graphic design over here.
Yeah, I think so. Well, that's so great. So do you have something else coming up here before we take our
Yeah, we do.
July
and
break?
Well, that's what they're going to be doing the next couple days is July the 1st. Again, after the 2 days of racing at the Downs, Thursday and Friday, we have the Summer Music Festival with the Black Honkies and Soul Circus Cowboys. And they're going to be hitting it hard on Instagram and Twitter and everything else we have the next couple days to get a nice crowd out there for that. So
That's awesome.
That's their initial thing. And then next week we'll start working on the video and other kind of stuff.
Fun. How can I see those? You have to get my whatever. Do I have to sign up for all that fancy stuff?
Just follow us on Twitter and
Yeah.
Instagram.
Okay.
Just follow UTB Chamber on Twitter. They'll be there.
I'm going to do it.
There
Well,
you go.
congratulations, and thank you, my friend.